walking into the frame notebook first. And if you guys don't know, that's a reference to Bob the Drag Queen on RuPaul's Drag Race season, I don't remember. Hello everyone, happy day. I don't know what day you're watching this video. It might be any day of the week or the weekend, but welcome to a new video. I wanted to do a little Q&A since I have had a few number of subscribers that have joined this little community here on YouTube, and I put it on my Instagram at Johanna. Maybe I'll put it here. I put it on my Instagram and asked my friends and people that follow me if they had any questions that I can use to make a YouTube video on, and a few people submitted some questions, and I thought it was a good way to get to know me. If you're new to the channel, if you didn't watch my previous videos, it's a good way to connect with me and learn things about my personality, and because you've invested in watching this video or clicking the subscribe button, I thought I'd share a little bit of myself with you guys. So actually, as you guys know, I always film on my phone, and because I film on my phone, I don't have the questions, so I actually wrote them out in my little notebook here, and I'm going to read some of the questions and answer them for you guys. So stay tuned if you guys want to watch this Q&A. If you don't want to watch this Q&A, you can enjoy any one of my other videos if you have not already. All right. So I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. 5 questions, which I think is great. I'll make this video concise, but not maybe too concise, because you guys know that I can talk for a minute straight. So the first question I have is from one of the people that follow me and I follow back. His name is Pete. It says, if you could eat one food every day, what would it be? And to be honest with you, I know that the answer to this question right away is something that I thought about every single time I've had this meal. It's pizza. I can have breakfast pizza, I can have lunch pizza, I can have pizza for dinner. There's so many different types of pizzas, and I would never get sick of it. I never get sick of pizza. I can eat a whole large pizza by myself, and I could not be happier every single time that I finish it. I like trying out different types of pizzas around the area. I've been kind of in Rhode Island testing out and ordering pizza from different places to kind of find the one that I really like the most. But hands down, it's definitely pizza. So the next question that I have is from my friend Zach. My friend Zach on Instagram, he says, what are your favorite seasonal activities? So typically in the summer, I do enjoy hiking. Because of the move and everything like that, I kind of had to either join my friends back in Massachusetts to go up to New Hampshire or find new hiking spots here in Rhode Island. But I do like being out in the nature. I like being out in nature. Today, earlier, I went out for a walk by Blackstone Park in Rhode Island. It was really beautiful, so peaceful. It's on the edge of the city or right above the city, but it's like really nice and peaceful there. But I just like a lot of nature walks. I really enjoy just being outside, breathing in the fresh air and seeing all the green. It just brings me joy to just be outside and see, enjoy the season that we have. Summer here in New England is so short, so it's nice to be able to just be out and about and enjoy it. So I'm glad I was able to do that walk, and I could hope to continue to have nature walks, if not hikes, throughout the summer. But another thing I like doing during the summer is heading to P-Town if I ever get the chance to, and I'm blessed. Don't get me started at how blessed I am to be able to get to P-Town and explore P-Town and have friends in P-Town and really have a place there to relax and enjoy and make memories with awesome, amazing, really great souls. I'm really fortunate to have that. But it's so relaxing, and I don't know, I just have a lot of memories there. And so my summers, I think the top memories always come from P-Town. I think that this summer, a lot of the top memories are gonna come from my home and the memories I make in my home, my backyard, and having friends, small number of friends, or 1 friend or 2 friends, or 5 friends at a time. Because of course I wanna make sure that we're safe and we're not on top of each other breathing because of COVID. So we want to make sure that everyone's safe when they are visiting and taking time to come visit me in my home. So the next question is from my friend Tiff. She says, now that you've been a homeowner for a couple months now, what have you discovered that you didn't know / realize before? Being a homeowner for a couple months now, I have, a lot of things that are in my mind of projects that I have to do and I want to achieve before the end of summer and the beginning of fall and things like that. What I didn't realize really was the number of projects. I knew that I was always going to be working on the house, but I just didn't realize how time consuming some small things would be. With the big things like replacing my windows, I think I'm gonna postpone that till next year. Painting my garage and sanding it, that's something that's gonna take a while. But I definitely did not realize how much time it's gonna consume out of my day-to-day or my weekends. Because it is summer, I wanna be able to enjoy some of the summer, and maybe I'm gonna take it slow in the garage and just do the front and then just do the sides eventually, with time to time whenever I don't have plans or it's a beautiful day like today and I can't have friends over or anything like that. And I think the other thing that I've realized being a homeowner is, not everything works out at the beginning that you want to work out, whether it be decorations or furnishing or just little things that are in terms of like add-ons to the home. Nothing physical to the home right now, but you have to be patient. You're not gonna finish all the rooms all at once. Because I'm such a person that wants everything done all at once, I have to kind of say, okay, I'm not gonna be able to find the perfect frames for every single corner of my room. I really love these frames here that I found at Home Goods, and I was able to print pictures at Walgreens, pictures that I took in P-Town actually, and I get to think about that memory that I had that weekend. And I have a certain idea. I just want to find like the perfect frames, and it's gonna take some time and have some patience to be able to get there, that I get the right things for the right space. So just patience and a lot of work. But number one, the recommendation is that don't stress about it. Just do it and breathe and try to enjoy the moment, to think that you are improving the home and you're making it your own. That's what's really helped me, is that I have not stressed about it. I have been enjoying it. I've been kind of saying, okay, I'm making it more mine and more me in this space, and I get to enjoy it more because of that. So whenever I make little changes, it's just, no matter how much work it is, I can't let myself get stressed by it, because I know that I'm doing it for the benefit of the result. So those are my recommendations, and that's a couple things that I didn't think about beforehand when I first moved into the home. But now things are really, settling in, and I'm sure every single day I'm learning something new about being a homeowner. So I definitely have way more to talk about throughout the time, and I really hope to have a little video with my agent Lindsay, to be able to sit down with her and kind of go over some of the first few things that she would recommend for first-time homeowners, and the recommendations she would have for them, and how to better prepare before they start looking at homes. I think that would be really, really helpful, and it's something that I had based on the friends that I had who had purchased home before, and also because I got connected through her or to her by a friend. So it made it a lot easier having those conversations with her prior to fully starting the home searching. Next question. Okay, so the next question is from Alvin. Alvin is someone I followed on Instagram. He's followed me for a couple years. I've never met in person, but he seems like a very chill person. He just took his MCAT, so congratulations, Alvin, if you're watching this video. It says, what's a hobby / interest you have that no one would expect that you would have? I guess you guys already know, if you've watched one of my earlier videos that I posted before, that I watch a lot of YouTube. I consume a lot of video content. What most people don't know is that the primary content that I consume on YouTube right now is fashion and beauty bloggers. I don't know what it is, but I tend to like the female creatives on the space a lot more, especially if they are warm or they have a lot of personality, like, you know, Patricia Bright, which I've spoken for before in my previous video, or Victoria or Indifro on YouTube. And, you know, I consume a lot of their content. There are a couple more British YouTubers that I watch as well. That are primary fashion and beauty content. It's, you know, it's not like I'm buying all the stuff they're promoting. Some of the stuff that they promote may be homeware or best Amazon buys, and maybe I'm looking into those interest things. But I don't know, I just like having them in the background, and they just have easy personalities, and, you know, they're so easy breezy as people. And so I know that I would enjoy it. If I ever get the chance to be friends with them, I would know that I would get along with them really well, and that we have different interests that can connect us in a way. Because I do enjoy fashion and I do consume a lot of fashion content. So that's another thing people wouldn't know about me. So the YouTube thing, yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube, but the primary consumption on my YouTube, if you know me personally, and I have a roommate, if you guys don't know, his name is Aaron, and he, like, I told him that I watch a lot of YouTube, and he came home one day from work and he said, wow, you really do watch a lot of YouTube, and you watch beauty and fashion content. I said, yeah, this is, I don't know, I really enjoy it. And ever since I was like in my early teens, even since I was 9, you know, watching America's Next Top Model season 2 when Joanna won, I really liked fashion. I've always enjoyed fashion and the creative and colors and shapes and personalities and shimmer, and an industry that's, like, you know, not completely open, or wasn't completely open. Now is so much open because of social media, and they've been able to connect with people and look at the creators of brands and the photographers and the models and the creative directors and lighting people and makeup people, and just seeing how much work goes into things. And I'm not gonna lie, like, even when I, you know, take my Instagram photos, it's not like I overthink them, but I like finding a pretty spot to take a picture, and I like having an idea that I get to kind of develop myself with the help with whoever I'm with, typically my best friend or someone else who's taking my pictures, because primarily my pictures are taken by my best friend, because he's been taking pictures of me for years, so he knows exactly what I'm looking for, especially if I have an idea and I want something to come out of it. I don't know if I can insert a picture here of one of my Instagram pictures, but I recently took a picture on my Instagram. It's in the sand dunes, and I have these cool glasses that my mom bought me in Madrid that were part of my favorites in one of my previous videos. And I kind of had the idea of kind of like with my skin tone and the gray, or the new tones of the sand behind me, with the grass from the ocean, or from the beach, the grass on the beach behind me, and I just had like this whole mood. And, you know, I can quickly come up with those kind of thoughts as I walked by in that area. I was like, oh, it would be awesome to take a picture here. Can you capture this image for me? So if I can put an image here, I will try. It's one of my favorite Instagram pictures that I've taken. One of my favorites within the last few weeks that I've taken. Yeah, like, I just like, that's something that people don't know about me. My obsession with, you know, looking into fashion, different clothing, the creatives behind photo shoots and the fashion industry and campaigns, and my consumption of primary fashion and beauty content on YouTube. So there you go. So the other question that I have, I think it's the last question I have, is a pretty deep question. So what's your experience being of color but Latino? So to give you guys more background, so I'm born and raised in Dominican Republic until I was, I think, 9 years old. And then I came to the United States and I moved to Connecticut, and now I live in Rhode Island, right? So I've been in New England for a majority of my life now, and it's really, I know I like New England. I don't know if it's because my family's here in New England and because of the seasons, changing of the seasons, and I don't know, I feel at home here, and because it's been my home for so long. But really, when I grew up in the Dominican Republic, the color of my skin wasn't something that I thought about as much as I came to America. and it wasn't really when I was in ESL, because I was in ESL for about 2.5, 3 years, from 4th, 5th, 6th grade. And in 6th grade, I was kind of like a mix. I maybe had one English class because I started to like test out of ESL to get integrated with the other kids in my school and who spoke English. And so I was trying, and I worked hard to test out. And then it wasn't until I was kind of in those classes where I started realizing that I'm, my color, my skin, and being Latino was something that's kind of like a question mark for some. Even though I grew up in an urban environment, when I started testing out of ESL and scoring a little bit higher in my like state exams, I was in classes with primarily kids who were like, white looking, white passing, or immigrants, but they were, white people. But I never really paid too close to mind until I started getting bullied. And I don't know if it was because of anything I did. Like, I could have breathed, I could walk, I could blink my eyes, and I would get bullied for it. So I don't know if it was just because the people that bullied me just hated anything I did, no matter what I did. That didn't matter my skin tone. If they would make fun of my skin tone, or that I'm an immigrant, or my accent, or literally anything. Like, I would go home and cry a lot in middle school. So it wasn't until I started getting integrated with some of the other kids that I started to think about my skin color and being Latino and being in the United States. Because in the Dominican Republic, I was surrounded by people that were all different colors, people like me, people darker than me, people lighter than me, and it wasn't something that was really brought up. And I have family of all different colors as well. So it really wasn't something that I thought about deeply or like let it affect me until maybe like high school really started affecting me in terms of mentally and the way I saw myself in the mirror. And also in college, because in college, when I told people that I was from the Dominican Republic or I was Latino, some people actually didn't even believe me. They were like, "Oh, you're half Latino? Like, your other parents?" Being Latino is an ethnicity. Being Latino is not a race. There's Black Latinos like me. There's Asian Latinos. There's white Latinos. There's all types of Latins. So it's not like there's one version, right? That some people think in their head there's only one. But it wasn't really till college I was like, whoa, like, people don't even think I am who I am or I'm from where I'm from. I've lived my experience. I've lived my life. I know what I've been through. I know the struggles that I had to go through to get to the point of where I am, even when I got to college. So the fact that people were even questioning my identity in a way was kind of made me overthink myself and who I was and my identity. Like, I didn't have to do that. Like, those people were wrong to kind of push me towards that edge of questioning who I am and where I come from, because I am who I am. And where I come from Estero Hondo in Dominican Republic to where I am today in Rhode Island, from the very moment where I was to where I am now, all that is a combination of being Latino, being Black, being an immigrant, being in the United States, being a student, being a graduate, being a professional now, being a homeowner. All these things, all those intersectionalities made me who I am today. Being gay too, right? So being Latino and Black, with people who weren't exposed to people that look like me, being Latino, it made me question myself. But people who were from other urban areas, people from Bridgeport in Connecticut, people from Stanford, other people from Waterbury, other people from Hartford, they knew Latinos like me, and they were Latinos like me. I have friends from all over. I have from Guatemala, what's up, Luis? I have friends from Mexico, what's up, Lily? And Julio from Guatemala, and Colombian friends, Venezuelan friends. I have friends from all over, and we were all Latinos, and Puerto Rican friends and Dominican friends. We had this common language, and we all bonded based on some of the experiences that we had, and we all looked different, right? And they did not question because I'm Black, how Latino I am. But there are certain there are certain circumstances where, in certain regions of this country, where I see where some Latinos feel like some other Latinos treat them like they're not Latinos enough. And if you're a Black Latino, you're not Latino enough, but you're also not Black enough for the Black community. And at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter, as Hattie and Klaus has said in RuPaul's Drag Race season 12. It doesn't even matter, because it's you. You know your story. You know the shoes you walk in. You don't have to fall into a specific stereotype or specific identity or an idea of what a race or ethnicity is. You're you. You know what you've been through. And, you know, I can say at 26 years old, I know what I've been through and I know who I am. So I know I'm a Black Latino and I'm cool with that, and that's it. If someone else wants to question my identity, that's on them. That's not on me, and they need to educate themselves. And maybe I can supply maybe some resources, but it's not my job to educate anyone or supply them with resources, because google.com exists, like I said in my previous video. And if they want to learn, they can learn. They don't have to use me as a prompt or as an object or as a dictionary to look something up, or as a search engine to look something up, because I have my experience, and a stranger, I don't have to share my experience with them if I don't want to. So that's my experience. This video, I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but again, I only had like 5 or 6 questions, but I think these are pretty simple questions that you guys are able to use to get to know me a little bit, like I mentioned before. If you guys haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button below and join this little community. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up if you can, and comment down below, send me some other questions you'd like me to answer in the future. And if I film another Q&A, which I probably will throughout this kind of journey of being on YouTube, but thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching and, you know, subscribing. It means so much to me, and I am dedicating myself, and I don't know if you guys can hold me to this, but I'm hoping to dedicate myself to film a video and upload it on every Sunday. I plan to upload a video. Today, I will try to do it this Sunday evening. If I cannot upload this, if I cannot upload this video Sunday evening, it will go up on Monday evening. But then going forward, starting next week, you will have videos from me every Sunday for the next few weeks to come. So I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, like I said. And if you have any questions for me, if you like to follow me when I'm not on YouTube, you can follow me at Johan Javier. Maybe I'll put it here, like hopefully I did before. But yeah, thanks so much. I hope you guys are staying safe, and make sure that you are social distancing, making sure that you're taking care of your mental health, and try to spread as much positivity as you can with others, and checking on your friends, checking on how they're doing, because you know, it's important. You don't just want to be the one that's being checked on, right? So thanks so much for watching again, and wish you guys a great day. Goodbye.